Da 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 da. Theme music. Da 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 da. Welcome to the Silverhairstacker Show, brought to you by Chic Quattro. Get your shave on. How's everybody doing? Who we got here? Who we got here? We got bunches of folks already. Bum crack picker, all the way from merry old England. Harbor's Hope, all the way from Texas. We got the Texas Bandit, all the way from Texas. We got Jabez Spires, all the way from, forgot where Jabez lives. Chic blades. Yeah, I got these from the Lutherans yesterday. $1 a pack. They had 21. I bought all of them. Da, da. Already listed. It's the way we roll. not always. I got Death Pile out the wazoo. And Major Win. What? How you doing? It's the Perky Kids. Where's Tom? Is he still? I haven't heard from Tom since Wednesday. Everybody's saying hi, hi, hello, good morning, hello, hi. Great to see you, Todd. You don't see me, you see my hand. It's my hand. And Chic Blades. Quattro. You know, they came out, oh gosh, I was just starting to shave when they came out with Track 2, where there were 2 blades, and they did it, you know, the old safety razors, you screw them up and screw them down, and yeah, I remember my dad trying to teach me how to shave with a safety razor, and I cut myself about 50 times. Because when I was that age, they didn't allow mustaches or beards in school, and all I had was some peach fuzz. Now I wish I still had peach fuzz, because I hate scraping my face off every time I want to trim things up. But anyway, they had Track 2s when I was young, and then they got 2 triple blades. Ooh. And then they came out with the quad blades. You're like, how many more are they going to put on? They're going to stack up blades until they're like 50? And then they came out with, this is a 2005 product. So this is almost a vintage lot of blades. And 2005, how long is that ago? These are 19 years old. Yeah. So I tried shaving with a straight razor once, and it worked, but I don't know, it wasn't worth the trouble. So I went back to my Track 2s, Gillette Track 2. Wonder if you can still. I wonder if this Gillette still makes Track 2. I think in vintage 20 years old, so these got to go another year before they're vintage. So anyway, I'm selling them 2 packs for $12. Ping G. How's California this morning? We had a cold front come through. It's kind of chilly this morning. We got a link here. Let's see. Phillips. No, I don't want to see the cookies. Waterproof beard shaver and trimmer with stubble combs. Well, everybody needs stubble combs. All right. Your weather's been really nice. Good. It's always beautiful in California. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, so you're not on today, Major? Darn it. Friday is a big lineup of shows, though. There he is. Where you been for 3 days?
Just for 2 days. Wednesday, I was busy taking care of a bunch of BS.
Well,
Yesterday,
you
I did
you didn't put out any notification, so I thought he probably died.
Well, all day yesterday, our power was coming and going, so my computer stayed off half the time. It didn't come back on till last night.
Yeah, no. In July, we would like today because it's like 65 outside, 63. It feels great. Tom, you're fired, Sherry said.
Who said that?
Sherry McDaniels.
Oh, yeah, well.
Hi, Sherry. 24K out in the Saudi desert is 113 today. Well, we get close to that in July and August. We'll get up to 110 a lot of times. Y'all are fun. Of course we're fun. What else is there to do except have fun? Go torment the Lutherans. Sadie, how far? So yesterday at the Lutherans, tell me what y'all would do. The lady in charge of housewares said, hey, we got a bunch of glass paperweights. And she showed me one. We looked it up, and it sells for $150. I was like, for a paperweight? And they had a price tag of $50 on it. But there were like 20, 21 paperweights. I said, how much for all the paperweights? She said, She got the figure and ching. How about $150? I thought, oof. I don't know why they don't, Jabez, but Murano does not mark a lot of the glass that they produce. There's just no marking on it, and I don't know why. But yeah, most of them looked exactly like Murano. Anyway, yeah, there were some beautiful ones. There's one large one, real heavy. They wanted 20 for it. But they said 150 for all. So I said, is there any way I can get a little bit of a price break? Because it was tempting. And she said, well, not this week. We might talk next week. So I was like, okay. I could wait till next week and maybe they'll knock off 20. I think I would buy them for like, I don't know. If there's 21 of them, just about like $4 a piece. How much would that be? 84. I might go $100 for all of them. Yeah, she wasn't going to hear a counter yesterday. They're not supposed to counter at all. Their prices are supposedly set in stone. Now they can change a price, but they won't the day of the sale. So maybe she'll lower the price between this Thursday and next Thursday. I know I could make money at 150, but geez. There's no guarantee that that $150 one will sell for $150. I got to get my stuff cheap, you know, Tom.
Yeah.
You make your money on the buy, right?
Yeah.
So I was happy to give $1 a pack for these.
What are they?
They're Schick Quattro.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Replacement blades. You go buy blades at Walmart, they're expensive. Have you seen the price of shaving blades? Anyway,
they should sell the dadgum handle for by itself for like $2. Because they make all their money off the refills.
right. So anyway, yeah. So I bought all those. I bought what else did I get? Oh, I got I'll do some show and tell here.
Go ahead. It's your show.
Cause I sell anything. I don't care. Do, 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 do. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, here we go. That's what our fearless Dallas Cowboy quarterback always says. Okay, here we go before every play. It didn't work. I bought server gloves. I had 4 boxes of these for $3 each. Actually, they had 5 boxes, but another lady there said, "Oh, I'd like a box of those for gardening." So I said, "You want a box? Why don't you take a box and I'll just do the other 4." So she did. Anyway,
Are they heavy enough for gardening?
I
Are
don't
they?
know how, why. Anyway, I guess to keep.
I mean, no, I know why she'd do it. Keep her from her nails going bad. Because I know, I mean, that's a problem with me when I'm digging in my
Well,
garden.
they're so thin. They're meant for like food service workers, but
Yeah, picking up a piece of chicken and setting it on a plate, not digging in the dirt.
yeah, I bet they'd probably be good for spraying like a pesticide. Keep the chemicals off your hands. But anyway, I listed these for $25 a box plus shipping. So, and I got 4 boxes of those. Lag uses them every day. Yeah, got to keep your hands clean when you're wiping your ass, Lag.
That's not what he uses them for.
I don't know if y'all know about Magnalite. Magnalite. This is a roaster. Roaster? It's missing the trivet. Is that what you call it? The little thing, the drip plate on the inside? I think it's called a trivet. I paid up. I paid the Lutherans $35. Why would you do that on an old beat up aluminum pan, Todd? This is a Magnalite 4265. Let's look it up. Da, da. And we'll present, share screen.
A Magna what?
Magnalite.
Light. And what was that number again?
4265. Magnalite 4265.
$299 pre-owned. $268. No, that's not that.
So let's go to solds. And here we go. 135, 100, 124, 80, 99. That one got 172. But I'm missing mine is missing the little drip trivet right there. You know that thing right there? I think they call it a trivet. I don't know why they call it a trivet, but that's what they call it. I call it a drip tray or whatever. So when your meat's roasting, meat is roasting in a Magna Light, chestnuts. Anyway, so that was the main items I got from the evil Lutherans yesterday.
Well,
Josh Galt. Josh Galt from the Arctic. Hi, Josh Galt. Welcome to the show. Here, I'll put an invite in if anybody wants to join in the merriment into the jocularity that is the Silverhairstacker show on Friday mornings. Jocularity. What's that from? Anybody know that? Jocularity. Jocularity. Ho, 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 ho. Major Win. I don't use an appraiser. If I one of a kind, I will send it to Christie's Heritage. Let them look it up. Sotheby's has never accepted one of your pieces. You got some good pieces though, Josh. I know you do. That Inuit stuff is crazy.
Mr. Sadie, Mr. Sadie, Mr. Sadie.
At my age, I need a drip trivet. I do. Well, either that or a ass pad.
Nothing to do with reselling, but yesterday I had a lengthy discussion with engineering from Duke Power yesterday. You know, those storms that came through, it knocked the power out. And the power was only off on like our street and the street that loops around.
Way to go, Ron.
Back to our street. And yet the people out I can look out the back of my house and their lights were on. And it's always this way. And normally, you know, I just call customer service and say, you know, the power's out, or that I get the automated thing saying we're aware that you have a power outage. Yesterday, though, I was not going to let it in like that. So I ended up getting transferred till I got to this engineer. And I'm like, I'm not an electrician. But, you know, it only happens in our area for our street. There's a circuit that's getting knocked out somewhere. So why can't somebody, you know, track that to where the power ends? And that should be that needs to be replaced. That transformer, whatever, needs to be replaced. Well, it's not that easy. Okay. And I said, and what was your name again? And he's told me, and I said, okay. And then so I hung up. We talked a little bit more. And then I called stockholder, the person that handles stockholder complaints. And me and that young lady had a discussion. And I said, you know, I've just kind of had enough. And what are you going to do about it? You know, I'm getting ready because I'm ready to move out of y'all's damn system, which we're wanting to move out to the country anyway. I'm tired of living in town. I said, you know, I'm really not happy about this because this happens constantly. You can go back and look at the outage reports for like the last 2 years and see we're always out. If the wind blows hard, we're out of power.
Yeah.
So I got a call yesterday afternoon from a service tech who's trying to track down our issue out here. And I talked to my neighbors next door, and I gave them the numbers. I said, you need to call and complain to these people right here. So I don't know whether it's just because I was calling them bitching and the neighbors were bitching, or whether they were they've just finally figured out that it needs to be fixed. Because 99% of the time we don't have problems, but that 1% is just stupid. If the whole area, if the whole peninsula was out, that would be one thing. But it's just our little street. And so I hate to bring down Fantastic Friday, but that's just, it just got on my last good nerve yesterday. And these condescending bastards that just want to, well, we can only do so much. No, this has been a damn problem for ever since we've lived out here. Get it? What when the power's running wild, fine. Y'all, you could still be tracking down the circuit. So anyway, there's my rant. So we finally got, and it would come on and go off and come on and go off. And I was, I had all the windows open and turned the AC off because I was scared it'd burn it out. And so anyway, that was my Friday. That was my Thursday.
I'm off Team Tom.
Well, even positive people have to have a bad day. Well, see, ours are too, Mr. Sadie. I don't know where the hell they're. So it's got to be a transformer. Do they have a transformer that floods every time we have heavy rains? It's ridiculous. Because I probably insulted the engineer. I said, do you want me to come down and look at your maps, and we'll create a plan to figure out what the problem is? And he said, I think we can take care of it. I said, well, good, because if I have to call again, my next call is going to be to the Charlotte Observer. Because they love a good chance to bitch at Duke Power. That's our major newspaper, if you want to call it that.
Flooding the issue.
It probably is, because we live on a peninsula. I mean, there's a major creek that runs this way and a major creek that runs this way, and then it turns into a super major creek. I mean, that area floods so bad I could run a 40-foot Hatteras down through it. I mean, it's terrible. So anyway, there's my rant. That's where I was yesterday.
Okay.
All you whiners out there, because you didn't get to see all of this goodness.
That's right, goodness.
If you can't say good something about it, just make it vague.
Josh, everybody wants to up their value of goods, right? $35 an item is better than $25 an item, and $100 an item is better than $35, and so on. So high-end art, it all sounds like fun and games.
Yeah, but you're going to have a whole nother problems with high-end art, because
you gotta have a knowledge base the size of China, probably. Because
and you're gonna have to worry about frauds. And I was watching this thing on YouTube, and everything on YouTube's true about the quality of knockoffs now. I mean, it's
newspaper. Yeah, you can't trust any media.
Well, I used to take it just for the Sunday paper, but it's got to be all ads.
Art is whatever the kids draw in school.
Absolutely.
That's the most priceless, right? They got arts and crafts crap that my boys made back in the day.
Yeah, we have a Rubbermaid tub full of that stuff.
I got more than that.
Well, I mean, we probably got a couple of them or so because we got 3 because I got one for each of the boys. And
I need my boys to get significantly settled so I can pack all their crap up and send it with them.
Well, my mom and dad, when they moved out, I grew up on a street called Green Bay Drive. That's where I lived when we lived in Rock Hill. My parents built a house out at the lake, and as my mom was packing to move to the lake, she was creating, like in my old bedroom, she had boxes on the bed. Everybody had a box on their bed or boxes on their beds, and it was all the stuff that was in the attic and in Chester drawers, stuff like that, like my Cub Scout outfit. My Cub Scout uniform. She had all of it and stuff like that. She's like, y'all going to take this with you.
Lag, make me a sculpture of Tom's face, okay?
So she cleaned out the house when she all of our stuff came home. There's certain things that she still has, but all of our stuff is now at our respective homes, which we all own our own home, and so we're not planning. Well, I am planning on moving again, at least one more time.
Most of the art around here, artsy stuff, is like Western art, like Western paintings and like Remington sculptures, stuff like that.
Right.
And you see it quite a lot at the estate sales, but people at estate sales think their Western art is worth a lot. It's hard to buy it.
Oh, that's pretty cute, Mr. Sadie. Art and easel. Badoomba. You need another box of macaroni noodles?
Move where? To a cruise ship.
No. I have 35 acre tract that I'm thinking about building a house in the middle of it on.
You can't mow that much. I need to mow my yard today. I gotta make sure my oil is over full so I can smoke everything out again.
Get rid of the mosquitoes while you're at it.
Yeah. Office Patrick. I need one of those Primo Chemo air horns. He's got all kinds of sound effects. He always blows an air horn and blasts everybody out. He's got a fun show. Is he going live today? Yeah, he's going live today. So we got Primo Chemo at 3 Central, and then we got Flippin' Ain't Easy at 5 Central, and then we got now we got Josh at 1 on that other channel. What was his name? I already forgot. And then we got Beard at, I don't know if Beard's going to go live tonight because he went live yesterday. I didn't even know Beard went live yesterday. I was watching the replay this morning a little bit. That was a good show. They had some good guests. Josh, you went on there. And Paul Philly Flipper went on. It was a good show. There's some good folks.
I think it would be cool, Felix, to just to deal with that kind of, with your watches and your coins and things like that. You don't need a big ass warehouse. You just need 12 by 14 office to work out of.
Yeah, peddling profits. 85% of my inventory comes from local auction. Well, 80% anyway. I've got a really good local auction that there's an auction this weekend, and I've got some bids in. They haven't had very good stuff the last couple of months. I'm not buying as much as I usually do.
I was about to say that same thing, Javis.
Yeah, but if I'm not listing, and I don't know, I don't watch a lot of TV. I would rather watch a live YouTube video than a bunch of the crap that I could watch on TV. So I'll watch a lot of lives. I like a lot of lives. Yeah, yesterday evening, there were like 3 lives that I like to watch. Like Buck Mountain, he was live yesterday, and Scott was live yesterday, and then Flippin' Ain't Easy John went live yesterday. They just bam, 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 bam. Whataburger's packed.
I'm not talking about Timex's. Can't. I'm talking about the kind of stuff Felix sells.
I've never been to the bins. Gwen went one time. She said that was so nasty and people were so rude. I'm never doing that again.
Yeah, they are. The people are. You know what? I'd like to go in there one time with enough money that all these rude people, because I have the manager's card, call him up on the phone and say, I want everything that's on the floor right now. Tell everybody, make an announcement, tell everybody to back away. I'll buy everything on the damn floor, and the next 10 carts you bring out, just to piss people off. Does that sound like a get off my lawn kind of statement?
Yeah, you old fart.
I mean, they're just so rude, and you know, I saw this man and woman just about get into a fight over a pair of cowboy boots, and I'm thinking they're just cowboy boots. But now that I've been hung around Todd enough, I know that they can be some good money.
Ad revenues are down. Did they cut the payments they're doing, Josh?
For what?
For eBay ad revenues. You just got a check about a month ago. Willie Nelson is cooler in real life. That's probably true. Most people are.
Was that Beth? Was that Beth? Was that Gwen going by you in the background?
Yeah.
Hey, Gwen.
She's feeding the cats. Tom says, hey, Gwen. Hey, Tom.
Did you really like this Charlotte Benz? Now that's the new Benz, so it's a little bit cleaner than the old Benz.
The Benz are the United Nations. Gwen, you went to the Benz in Waco one time, right? And you didn't like them, did you? The Goodwill Benz, that store that they just dump stuff out. You didn't even go in?
I said it was nasty.
It was nasty. Oh, you did go?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. She went and she said it was nasty.
You know, because they don't wash anything. They just dump it, open up bags and boxes and dump them into those bins.
Because a lot of resellers love them. But they're probably different than the Waco ones.
I know, Beth. I need to know when y'all going to be out here so I can mark it off my calendar.
I can't keep up with the chat. Man, we're flying. How many people we got in here? 28. Not that many.
And don't wait till the week before you come to say you're coming. How about like in July, which you got to fly. So as soon as you make your airline tickets, let me know.
Tom, you're so negative today. He wants to get you a latte so you'll calm down.
No, not a latte. I want a white chocolate mocha, large,
Yeah, Lag.
super large. No,
Lag, you may be cooler in real life, but I bet you're not as cool as Willie Nelson. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Honestly.
What is that? I don't know what this ad revenue you're talking about is.
That's what you get from YouTube, from watch hours.
You said eBay. That's what I was talking about.
I didn't say eBay.
Yes, you did. Let's back it up and look at it.
No.
Yeah, you did.
Can't make me, dirty old man.
Oh, I got my first check from YouTube.
Back it up and look at it. That can be construed weird.
Yeah.
Dirty old Tom.
I got a big old $117.
I made $138 in 2023.
Well, this was my first check period. You get more checks because you turn out a lot of stuff. Well, that's very good right there, Major.
Yeah. My estate company, I'm friendly with all of them around here. But they aren't going to give me deals before the, sometimes they'll deal on the last day they're getting ready to shut down. Willie Nelson having health problems?
Well, he's got to be 100 years old.
He's pretty old.
I'm 60. I'm 66, damn near 67.
I
thought he was about 25 years older than I am. I thought he was my mom and dad's age.
And lightning strikes. Another city goes cold, another end. Looking back Texas for Willie and Waylon and the boys.
There is a YouTube video, and I think it's Country Homes or something like that. And it's a compilation of like all the major country western singers. They start off, they
go walking. Have fun.
And it's really good. He's 91. Okay, well, he's damn near 100.
He's probably pickled in pot. That's why he's still alive.
No, I never was in a one-room schoolhouse, thank you. Two rooms, yes. No, excuse me, 3 rooms. One for the elementary, one for middle, and one for high. There. Okay. Don't make me older than I am.
But Doug, how much of that stuff do you just throw out once you get it? I know estate sales don't have as much crap as like a storage locker would, but you're going to get some crap.
Y'all are trying to steal my joy today, aren't you?
You don't throw away anything? Because all those estate sales always have a bunch of glassware and it's cheap stuff. I mean, not good glassware, not like a name brand something. Cha-ching! What I sell?
Where's Anissa at?
Nintendo Game Boy adapter sold for $38.25. Woo woo! They didn't even make an offer. They just paid full price. Yeah, paperweights. And that's what I'm thinking about buying from the Lutherans. But I've been to the island of Murano, and I can kind of tell a paperweight that is either from Murano or just exactly like it. Oh yeah, they live in Mexico. Retired in Mexico. Are they down like on the Baja Peninsula? I've heard a lot of Americans live in the Baja Peninsula area down south of San Diego.
Clarification, Major Wynn. I'm assuming Ro is your wife.
Yep.
What's her real name? What's her whole name?
He told me, and I've already forgotten. There's so many women's names that start with Ro.
Yeah, because Roberta, my wife's Roberta, and her
Rochelle.
Rochelle. Okay. A lot of
I will never be
friends
able to
call her
remember
Ro.
that because there's Roberta, Rochelle, Rochester.
Well, you just walk into a room and say Ro, and they'll all turn and look at you.
I know. Hey.
Okay, just asking.
I can't keep up. Hi, Julie. Good morning. Good morning. Is that your new baby, Julie? Did you give birth? Treat time. Yeah. Y'all heard Jenny barking. Problem is she barks all day. She would live on treats if we let her.
Oh, Julie's at Disney. That's the rich person in the group.
Yeah.
It costs you $1,000 just to say that word.
Sweet.
Number 7. Have mercy.
Roxanne. Rowena. I know Rowena. I think she died about 28 years ago. Rowena Graham. She's a nice lady. You live on treats.
Have a great day, Beth. Look forward to seeing you in September.
I'm pretty sure she's in Orlando paying because she lives on the eastern side of the U.S. Bye, Beth. All right, made it to the end of the chat.
So, if there was one thing or one type of product that you would like to sell, that you'd like to be able to only sell that one line of product, like jewelry or art or paperweights, bicycle parts, whatever. That's where you want to put your little niche at. What would it be? Ping, excuse me, Ping. That's what Roberta was known as in high school. Was Birdie. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Up on next week. If
Chastity says toys.
so much fun. Of course they're fun. Anytime Tom's on, we're fun. When Tom's not here, we all go, this show sucks.
Yeah, because I'll just make you work for your viewers. Wouldn't remember my flower shop. Flower design is my heart. Oh, okay, cool. You can get Steinways for free around here, Mr. Sadie.
So one thing I would rather sell than anything else. Well, I know it would be small, but I don't know. I like selling a variety. It keeps things more interesting. I suppose vintage watches or gold and silver jewelry because it's easy to ship and all that, but takes up a little space.
Well, Kent, you're probably being funny, trying to be funny. But there was, you remember when eBay spun off all the adult stuff to a section, and I think it's totally gone now. There were some people that were just like flipping out because they had a store that was nothing but adult items, and they were making, close to 7 figures a year off of them. And then they just ate their whole daggum business up in a minute. Ba-doom-ba.
Yeah, Josh, just go into business with Streamliner or Boeing or something. I don't know. Who makes jets?
It depends on what you want. Do you want a 747 or do you want a G800?
I don't know.
Because
I don't know the
Cessna makes
difference.
them, Boeing, Airbus.
Yeah. I mean, you could take low margin. Let's say you sell a jet for $25 million and your cut is 5%. I could do that.
Honda jets are made here in North Carolina. And I actually have ridden in one.
Gulfstream, there you go.
They are sweet.
Let's just all go into Gulfstream jet sales.
Are you kidding? And you people bitch about the customer service on this crap that you sell, and you start. Because when I flew on the Honda jet, because a friend of mine is a corporate pilot for a company out of Atlanta, they have like 5 jets. And when his boss bought the no, Gulfstream is the best.
Have you seen
anyway,
those motorcycles they put jet engines on and go out to the salt flats and the Mojave? And idiots.
Bombardier is good, but they're not as good as Gulfstream. But anyway, his boss bought a Honda jet, and that was so they could fly their people around. When there's only one person or 2 people, they could fly them around. That's what the story is, but I know damn well it's used to pick up the guys' kids at college and bring them home for the weekends or for summer breaks and stuff like that. But anyway, I got to fly in one, and it is a nice little jet. Roberta says, it's too small. And I'm like, well, when you can come up with 500 million, we'll buy a Gulfstream. But
I think Al 24K up there nailed it when he said, just do sell what you enjoy. Don't you'll probably make more money at it because you like it.
Yeah, that's the main thing, is to sell what you like. Because I mean, I love digging through storage units, but it's
Do I enjoy selling razor cartridges? Not particularly, but they're easy to ship, easy to store. Uh, is it fun to sell them? I don't know. Fun. It makes money. My fun is making money. So for me, just almost anything as long as it makes a good return on investment. That's kind of what I say. The things I wish I would quit buying are big stuff. That this Magnolite roaster, that's about as big as I want to go, you know?
on my show on Tuesday. It was Tuesday, wasn't it? Anyway, Jim and Tara was on there, and Jim did a couple of videos of boxing up unusual stuff, like a deer head with antlers. The boy likes a challenge, or I don't think they get into that much kind of stuff nowadays, but when they were up in Wisconsin, they sold a lot of stuff like that, and I was always just so impressed by his ability to build boxes and stuff like that for these items to go into.
I'll be right back. I got to pee.
Go ahead, help you take care of it. You know, all the little piddly stuff I get out of storage units, I take to a couple of thrift stores. And I'm not talking about Goodwill or any of those. They're just local charity deals, and nobody makes any money off of them. You know, it's not everything's volunteer. Even the one of them that I take stuff to, even the I guess you'd call it the president of the thrift store, which is about the size of a grocery store, is volunteer. Well, Mr. Sadie, that produce that's the money maker there, dude. Yeah, that LASIK will work on you. Well, major win to good morning, Mike. Wow. The size of a Lowe's? Oh, that was a Lowe's. See, I don't think you should, if you're a 501c corporation, a charity, I think there should be to maintain that, you have to have 80% of your income has to go to whatever nonprofit. You know, whatever your deal is, you're helping the homeless, whatever. See, Goodwill's deal is, and I got in an argument with a friend one time. Well, they're to help the poor. That's what Goodwill's about, is helping the poor. No, you will not see any place in their structure where it's about helping the poor. It's about teaching people a job skill. And as long as they've got employees, they're hiring people to work in their stores, they are fulfilling their obligations of their 501c, and that's how these franchise holders are making multi-million dollars. Mr. Sadie, I'm getting into your business. Last summer I had 2 tomato plants, and I was supplying about 10 neighbors with tomatoes all summer long. Because I only eat 1 or 2. Nobody else in my family eats tomatoes. Well, Sasha eats them on hamburgers or sandwiches, but I like BLTs, and I can live off of BLTs. So I would keep a couple of tomatoes for myself, and then I would just take the rest of them to the neighbors, which across the street neighbors are from Mexico. So she cooks a lot with tomatoes. Oh, they're not going to give squat away, Sherry. Yeah. My dad, years ago, before my dad got real sick, he had a garden. He planted his first time planting zucchini. He planted like 10 hills of it. My mom was always trying out new zucchini recipes, which her zucchini bread was really good.
I like zucchini.
Yeah.
All the squashes.
Yeah, 1 hill and you can feel.
I raised some zucchini, and boy, the stuff I raised tastes a whole lot better than what we buy at the grocery.
Yeah.
I don't know. I probably got.
But you can
Yeah.
you can plant an acre of zucchini and feed the world. Because that stuff just keeps producing.
Yeah. Problem where I live, the soil is so thin you have to amend it heavily. So it gets expensive unless you just are really dedicated and keep up with your own composting operation. But I spend my time doing other things like selling crap on eBay and watching YouTube videos. I enjoy gardening, but I don't know. Some of it got really hard. Like my old man back doesn't work as good as it used to, and putting onion sets out, man, that got me down.
One of my friends he's doing all his gardening in raised beds, so he don't have to bend down.
Old man doctor appointment. Dang, I need to set my yearly checkup. I usually have it done by now. I know he's going to tell me it's time to get another colonoscopy. I'm like, ugh.
Well, they don't even do the last couple of times I've gone in for my checkup. They do the colonoscopy. Yeah, the old man check. They do it all by blood work now.
Julie Sadie he's got a great grandchild on the way.
Oh, he's old. Just saying that your great grandfather, that makes you old. Except if you're from from Alabama, they have 25-year-olds down there. That's great grandfathers.
That's kind of the way it works, Ping. The first time you plant something, it grows really good that year, and then you try it again next year thinking, oh, I'm going to do good. And then it just not as good. I guess because the first year uses up all the nutrients. Yeah.
Jabbish, yeah, that is tough there.
Lifting watermelons into a truck has got to get old after a while. Or herbs.
I've never done really any
Yeah,
industrial farming, heavy duty farming.
we should all go into growing marijuana and selling it. Yeah.
Well, if it becomes legal in South Carolina, we're going to. I got a piece of property that will be ideal for that. Grocery store tomatoes are usually greenhouse tomatoes. Okay, y'all stick with me here now. My oldest brother's wife's grandfather. Okay, you with me? He had 3 greenhouses that he grew tomatoes in, and they were hydroponic. And he would harvest them in the morning, and he would harvest them in the evening. And he could not keep those. He had vendors and restaurant owners that would come in the morning and pick up boxes of it. But to me, they always tasted flat. Oh no. My digging of turnips was about a 50-foot long row. Because my dad, after we moved to Rock Hill and we had like a 2-acre backyard, 3/4 of it was a dadgum garden. Which is good because we always ate good. And then that would be during the 70s when the economy was all screwed up. No gas. Interest rates were at 18%. And so we knew if nothing else, we were going to eat. We might not have anything else, but we were going to eat. Could you imagine now with the whining that's going on with interest rates being like they are, if it shot back up to like 14% again? Most of y'all in the chat don't remember those days. You're too young. 14% for a house. Go over to one of the loan mortgage calculators and throw in 14% for a 30-year loan. See what you get. Just make sure you got 911 listed on your phone so you can just hit the button and dial it. No, see, we didn't dig peanuts like in because the farm that my dad had down in Conway, South Carolina, which is really sandy soil, which is good for potatoes and for peanuts. He and my uncle had this funky plow. I mean, it was a huge plow. And they would turn the peanuts out and the potatoes out with it. I mean, it was so big that they didn't have to get actually close to the peanuts, so they didn't take a chance of damaging them or the potatoes. But that was all just us eating. I mean, that was for us. Boiled peanuts. Gotta love some boiled peanuts. Not those out of a damn can.
What?
Oh yeah, Mr. Sadie. White privilege. Yeah. I mean, I've always, I don't remember ever going hungry or no power or anything like that. I've always had a good life. But I've had to do some stuff. When I was in high school, I talk about having to go home and change the oil in my Jeep. My friends were like, "What?" Yeah.
Bye, Julie.
You're supposed to take it down to the Jeep dealership, the American Motors, AMC, and get it changed. Not in my household. Changing brakes. And to this day, I hate changing brakes on a vehicle, especially rear brakes with the, I don't know what they're called. It's
Drum
not the
brakes?
disc brakes. Huh?
Drum brakes.
Drum brakes. Hated those. I could do it, and I could do it quick because we had all the tools to do it with. And now cars with four-wheel disc brakes on them, hell, you could change those in an hour. All four of them.
I don't think I'd mind so much if I had a lift, get it up where I can just straight on.
We had a couple of, my dad found.
I don't get down and up very well anymore.
Well, that's what, I mean, I could crawl up under a car and, you jack it up one side of it, put it up on blocks, jack up the other side, put it up on blocks, and you could crawl around under it. And then
under a car doesn't work very well for me anymore because finding that right spot on my bifocals to get my work focused in.
Oh, Lord.
Just too hard.
I opened the hood on Roberta's Mazda just to look up under it because I've never looked under the hood. We've had it now. It's a 91. It's got 15,000 miles on it. And I had never looked under the hood under it because we always take it to the Mazda dealership and get it serviced. Because I bought a extended warranty on that thing that covers anything except the actual oil or like things that can wear out, the wiper blades, tires, that kind of stuff, brake shoes. So I take it there and to get all that stuff done. And I don't know how these boys, well, I know how they do it. They put it up on a lift and so they can get to stuff from up underneath it. I mean, the days of, like when I was 17 and my Jeep, three of us could crawl, three of my friend and two other of my friends and I could all crawl up under the hood of a daggum Jeep and change plugs and all that kind of stuff. Now you can't even stick your hand there.
Edible cooking facility like weed, like making gummies out of marijuana.
That's the reason Mr. Sadie stays so happy all the time and he's put on 90 pounds. About 7 o'clock in the afternoon, he gets the munchies real bad. Kent, she's the love of my life. Mm-hmm. I've already told her she cannot pass on before I do. That is against the rules. I don't know if I could survive without her. And she says, well, what am I supposed to do? You're a woman. You've had, y'all are built for tough stuff. You'll have to deal with it. I do. She's my best friend. Why is there going to be a run on Doritos, Josh? Yeah, kid, she's waiting me out. It's a terrible thing to say, but when you start losing your parents, my dad was the one that needed to go first. I mean, it's going to happen. Everybody's got to live with it. But my dad was the one that needed to go first because if my mom had went first, we would have probably buried my dad not too long afterwards. because he could not function. He had a hell of a business, but anything other than his business, he could not function without my mom.
Love, look at the two of us, strangers in many ways.
Do you look up all these lyrics, or do you have all these lyrics in your head?
I don't know. I'm
Because
just
I can't
weird.
even tell you the lyrics to songs that are out now.
When would I have had time to look that up from the conversation? It's
Well,
just in my head somewhere, floating around from like 50 years ago, and you trigger me with something you say. So there you
I
go.
don't, I don't even, I don't even listen to the lyrics. I
I think
listen to the music.
I think that was a Barbara Streisand song.
Yeah, because I thought you were going to break out into "Love Will Keep Us Together," but that was a Captain and Tennille song, wasn't it?
I don't know, probably. Love will keep us together. Da, 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 da.
He's a freaking band director. Yeah, but he was only into the music part. He did not teach the chorus though. You know, or did you? Did you? Because did you teach chorus too?
I taught choir for 2 years.
Did you really?
Yep. No, 3 years.
Was that besides you taught band and then you taught?
Yeah, small town band director. Oh, you only got 4 classes here. Teach them world geography.
Well, you know
Here,
that's
we got a Texas history class that you'd be great at. Wait,
my,
there's an elementary PE class. You're just perfect for that, Mr. Parker. Come on.
my my band director. He taught he taught one class over at the high school, which was our band class. And then he taught 3 classes over at the middle school or the junior high. It was Rawlinson Road Junior High back in those days. That was next door to it. And we're always like, geez,
Odd
Mr.
stuff.
Hoff, they just got you all over the place. He says they wanted me to teach an intro band down at the elementary school, which like I said, the high school was and the junior high were like shared their bus routes into the school was shared. So all the buses for the junior high and the high school used the same road in. But the elementary school was down the street, and he said they were wanting him to teach like an intro band class down at the elementary school, and he's like, "Nah, let's not say we did." But he never taught anything else other than band classes. But we were not a little small town either.
Yeah, it's like in a small town, the history teacher would teach like 80 kids a day, and the math teacher would teach about 80 kids a day, and I would teach 200 kids a day.
Dang.
So you would think just with the amount of kids, they would cut me a break on how many classes I had to teach, but no. You've only got 4 band classes here. Go teach some high school PE to the kids that aren't good enough to do sports.
Well, see, I always had this thing about I did not like PE. School was a chance for me to relax because when I got home, I had all the PE that I could do because I had pushed a yard with a lawnmower.
You
I was
pushed a
hoeing
yard?
gardens. I had all kinds of chores to do when I got home.
You pushed the whole yard?
Yeah. We had
Okay.
about an acre yard, and I pushed it with a daggum lawnmower. And then the old fart,
I don't
when we
push the
started all
yard.
moving away, we all started moving away, from the household. He went out and bought a daggum riding lawnmower with like a 42-inch mower deck on it. It'd take him like 10 minutes to cut that whole damn yard. And my little narrow ass would be out there in 100-degree weather pushing a damn 24-inch wide lawnmower. And I'm not talking about the powered ones either. I'm talking about ones you had to push, which I don't like the self-propelled ones anyway.
Oh, I gotta have self-propelled or I ain't doing it.
Nah, I don't like. It's too slow. But those were the days. Now he had probably been brought up on child abuse case charges nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Not in Texas.
Which I think a lot of that needs to come back. Now, my mom was in our household. My mom kept house because nobody could do it the way she wanted it. Hey, swamp picker. But it's, times change.
So
And
how
I
many
hate this.
packages you got going out today, Tom?
4
Whoop, whoop.
for a total of $227 and few cents.
Boom.
But
Good day.
it was a good day for me.
Yeah, I got eight going out for like 180, something like that. So I better get after it.
Yeah.
It's about that time, folks. Shut this puppy down. We got so many shows to watch today, though, so nobody will be getting bored with nothing to watch. We got Major Win. We got
no Major Win's not today.
Yeah, he is.
I
mean, not Major Win. Primo Chemo.
Okay, yeah, because Major Win only does Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays.
Yeah, because he's lazy.
No, because he's got to do something. He works a full-time job plus trying to do this.
He's got an actual job.
Yeah.
You know what job means?
Just over broke.
Jump over backwards for somebody else.
Okay, I like just over broke better. All right.
All right, folks. Thanks for showing up. We're out of here. Get my packages to the post office, do some listing, watch some shows. Have a good day.
Have a great weekend.
Day. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye. And stream.